Hello student, welcome to online class. I am Shyamla from IPM Public School. In this video, I will tell you about English of class 6, chapter 2, and the name of the chapter is In Father's Presence. It is written by R.K. Narayanan. In this chapter, Dr. R.K. Narayanan tell about a 10-year-old boy. His name is Swaminathan, to whom in short we call Swami. Swami is a 10-year-old boy, and he and his father spending their holidays in Malgudi. Malgudi is a place in Assam, and both of them, he and his father, is spending their holidays. In that time, his father tried to get him study, because Swami had just leave all his books and he had leave the study. So his father tried to sit him for study. So he gave him a question in mathematics, and with the question he is finding very difficulties. He is struggling with the question. Here in this chapter, R.K. Narayanan tell about Swami's problems and what are the feelings he is facing while solving the question and how he solved at the last. So in this, as the chapter is long, I have divided this chapter into two parts. This is my first video in which I will tell you about the first part. In first part, I will explain you about the Swaminathan's problem and his feelings, and in the next video, that is in the second part, I will tell you about how he solved his problem, his questions, and what about the feelings at that time. So in the first part, let's begin from the question book. Let's see what is given in the book. Here is a book. The name is In Father Present. This extract is from Swaminathan's and Friend. This is a popular book, that is children book, by well-known writer R.K. Narayan. He has written the book, and the name of the book is Swami and Friends, from which this story is taken, in which and the name of this story he has given, that is In Father's Present. It means in Father's present what he has done, how he has solved the question. There is a question which is given by his father, and here, as you know, that the writer is R.K. Narayanan. Here it is about 10-year-old Swaminathan, to whom we call Swami, and his everyday adventure in frictional town Malgudi. Malgudi is a place, as I have told you. Here we see Swami struggling with the mastery of mathematics, as his father tried to get him study during the summer holidays. So let us start the chapter. The starting is, how many days is it since you have touched your books? Father asks as he blew off the fine layer of the dust on the Swaminathan's books and cleared the web that an industrious spider was weaving between the corner of the table and piles of the books. Here in these paragraphs, Swaminathan's father is cleaning the dust which were on the books of Swaminathan's, and there is a spider in between the piles of the books. Swaminathan's father cleaned all the dust from the books, and he said that there is lot of, it means how many days have you, it means there is lot of days you have not touched your books. Swami viewed this question as gross breach to promise. Should I read even I have no school? With his father's question, he was shocked, and he said that I have to study in the holidays. If there is no school, it means they are spending their holidays, and this time there is no school. So he is saying that I have to read in the holidays also. Do you think you have passed BA? Then his father said, it means you have passed BA. There is no need of study. I mean, father, when the school is closed, when there is no examination, even then should I read? What is question? You must read. His father says, yes, you have to read. If there is no exam, no school, then also you have to read. But father, you say before the examination that I need not read after they were over. He is reminding his father that you have told me earlier that if exam will be over, there is no need to read, as generally our parents tell in the same way, but now you are telling that you have to read. So, and then he has given the example, even Raman does not read. Rajam is his friend and he is not reading. He is giving his example. Then what happened? As he uttered the last sentence, he tried to believe it. It clearly remembered Rajam's complaining bitterly at home, Trot, who come and pestered him for 2 hours a day, thrice a week. He is telling, but he got reminded that there is a tuition teacher. He always come and he studied 2 hours per day and thrice in a week. Then father was apparent deal to Swaminathan remark. He stood over Swaminathan and set him to dust the book and clean his table. After all his argument, his father asked him to clean the dust of the table and the books and start study. Half an hour later, Swaminathan sat in father's room in a chair. When his father asked him to clean the table and the books, then he do all. He has dust the books and the table, and then after half an hour, he sit in his father's room in a chair with a slate. Slate, you know what is a slate? As it is an old story, at that time the children used to write in a slate. So here the word is slate is used. Slate in his hand and pencil ready. Father held the arithmetic books open and detected. Here, when he sat in his father's room, with the pencil and the slate, his father had the arithmetic book. He opened it and dictated the question. And the question is, Rama has 10 mangoes with which he wants to earn 15 annas. Krishna wants only 4 mangoes. How much did Krishna have to pay? This is the question of arithmetic, that is mathematical question, in which there is a person whose name is Rama. He is a shopkeeper and he is selling mangoes, 10 mangoes at the rate of 15 anna. 10 mangoes at the rate of 15 anna. And there is another person who want only 4 mangoes. So how many he has to pay? It means how much will Krishna pay to Rama? This is the question. Swami gazed and gazed at this sum, and every time he read it, it seemed to be across a new meaning. He had feeling to have stepped into the fearful mess. This question is very new for him. He just guess the question again and again, and then after reading very time, he read the question many times. Here it is given very time, it means every time, it means he has read the question many times. And he feel very fearful messed, it means he is feeling very difficult to solve it. It is a very new for him and he feel very difficult to solve it. His mouth began to water at the thought of mango. He wondered what made Rama fix 15 anna for 10 mangoes. What kind of man was Rama? Probably he would be like Sankara. Somehow one couldn't help feeling that he must have been like Sankara. With his 10 mangoes and the iron determination of get 15 annas. If Rama was like Sankara, Krishna must have been like me. Here Swaminathan felt an unaccountable sympathy for Krishna. In this paragraph, his mouth began to water, means he is feeling very, his mouth began watered in the thought of mango. He want to eat mango. He liked mango, so his mouth began watered. And after that he is feeling what was the reason why he has fixed 15 anna for 10 mangoes. What is the need of that? He is thinking about Rama. Rama must be something different type of man. What kind of he would be? And then he compared the Rama to a person in his village, that is Sankara. He is saying that Rama must be like Sankara, who has no feeling for anyone for helping. And then he is thinking that if Rama is like a Sankara, then Krishna must be like a that is pure, that is another person in his village. In this way, comparing Rama with Sankara, Krishna with pure, he is thinking both about them, what kind of these persons are, and he has no idea about the question, how to solve the questions. He is just thinking about the mangoes and the persons, and he forget the question, what he has to solve and what he has to find out the answer. His thinkings divert. In the next paragraph, have you done the sum? Father asks, looking over the newspaper he was reading. After some time, his father asks, have you done the sum? And his father at that time, he was reading the newspaper. While reading the newspaper, he asks, have you done the sum to the Swaminathan? Father, will you tell me if the mango were ripe? Then he said, Sir, Father, will you tell me the mangoes were ripe or not? Father regarded him for a while and a smile remarked, do the sum first, I will tell you whether the fruits were ripe or not afterward. His father is able to know his mentality, what he was thinking about. He was just thinking about to eat the mango, and so he is asking the mango is ripe or not. So he just smiled and didn't give any answer. He just said that you do the sum first, then I will tell you whether the mango were ripe or not afterward. And in this way he had just make him to do the question again. Swami felt utterly helpless. If only the father would tell him whether the Rama was trying to sell ripe fruit or unripe. once, of what evil would it be to tell him afterward? He is thinking why his father has told him to say afterward. If he has just told him the mango were ripe or not, then he is easily able to find the answer. In this way, he is thinking about the question and he is unable to do the sum, and he is struggling with the question. This is the half of the explanation of this chapter, and from this to last I will explain in my next video. I hope you have understood till this. So children, from the next half I will explain in my second video. Till then, goodbye.